Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. My record speaks for itself. Welcome to the Underrated Boxing Talk. Yeah, number 23. We're gonna hit up right here. Welcome Black Star Sports TV 2.0.
What it do? What it do, my brother? How you doing?
All right, all right. Welcome to the long-awaited, underrated boxing talk number 23, bro. We at 23.
Yeah, man. Ain't take long, did it? Told you.
Yeah, he did. He did tell me. He said stick. He said yo. He said stick it out, bro. Stick it out. We gonna. At first, I was gonna stop at like maybe like 25, but I ain't gonna do it. We gonna keep this thing going. We gonna keep it moving. But this is the underrated boxing talk number 23. We got the one and only Black Star Sports TV. I mean, Clarence McLean, he should be here any minute now. And welcome to Sister Nice. Thanks for coming. Little Rock, what's good? What's good? Thanks for coming. And let's get into it, bro. We see there's a lot of things that's happening lately with Boo Boo Andrade, and we just found out that C had could talk English real well. Oh,
Yeah.
real well. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'll fuck you up. My night.
Yes, we.
um, yeah, so yeah, so and Black Star gonna be cooking on something. I'm gonna be cooking on something. And so if you know anybody that wants to hear boxing, y'all in the chat, tell them to come through. Cause we gonna cook. So brother, go ahead and cook right now. Go and cook right now what you want to talk about. Until we build off that.
Man. So it's so much to touch on, man. It really is. But I got to get the one guy that everybody seem to be leaving alone right now. But he don't deserve to be left alone right now. You know. And this guy spent all of 2020, bloviating about how great he is and how he can beat everybody. He's just so much better. He's above titles. He's above any type of stature that you think can be gained in the ring. He's above all that, simply due to the fact that he has social media followers. That this catapults him over all the professional athletes and all the great fighters that are out there waiting for him to compete against, who he has not yet at this time had the balls to get in the ring with, not narrow one. And I'm talking about, yes, that one, that King Ryan Garcia. Yeah, I'm calling. I'm pulling the covers off on that bullshit because he, to me, is the worst thing for boxing because he did all that yip yap, and when it's time to put up or shut up, which the WBC did step up this time. They stepped up. He let them talk that shit for a whole year. I'm a beat Tank Davis. I'm gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Devin ain't this. Devin ain't that. Devin is the champ, y'all. Devin is the champ. But you got this guy here who's basically a nobody. A nobody. He is a nobody in the sport. He hasn't achieved anything yet. He hasn't earned a strap yet. So how can somebody in that position could have the gall to get out in front of the public on national television and on many different media platforms, social media as well, and state that he is just better than everybody out here without ever having to prove that he could be a lower tier fighter? So the WBC was like, okay, for some reason it ended up where that they had mandated that Devin Haney have two mandatories. I haven't seen this much, so I don't know how this came about. It was seemed real cruddy to me, but it came about. Uh, Linares and Javier Fortuna was the two mandatories. So Devin Haney tries to get a fight with Fortuna. Fortuna doesn't want to fight after talking a whole lot of trash himself about how it was Devin Haney who was ducking him when it came time to make the fight, and he negotiations fell off. He didn't want to smoke. So he said, okay, well, I got another one. So let me go holler at Linares. Now, I had predicted that Linares would fight um, King Ryan. That would have been the natural fit. But since Fortuna dropped the ball, he went over to Linares. And Linares took the fight. So that fight's happening. It's in a couple of weeks, May 29th. That fight's going down. And I look forward to seeing that. Now, the WBC said, okay, well, since Ryan just fought eliminated to be the mandatory, we're going to have you fight Fortuna. And they ordered the fight. The fight gets made. And then a week after you make the fight, suddenly this guy pulls out, citing that he has mental health issues. Mental health issues, y'all. Yes, he said. Where have we heard mental health issues before? Can't think of it, but let me help you out. One clue is you got to look across the pond, over across the big water there. What everybody calls the pond, over to the UK with this 6'9" guy that he used mental health issues to get him out of a lot of situations that he was in. So he stole a page from his playbook and he pulled a card on it and he announced that he has retired. Mind you, now he has a signed contract to fight a guy in July this year, Javier Fortuna. Then everybody's like, "Oh, hope you get well, champ. Don't do this and all this other shit, right?" And I'm saying to myself, because we had talked about this many times on previous underrated boxing talks, on my channel, on my brother Clarence McLean's channel on Facebook, and my good brother Basement Boxing Talk, as well as brother Ricky Wings. Oh my goodness, man, this dude was fugazi as hell. And when he said some time back ago on that show, we were talking about it, and I brought up the fact that he said at 26 he wanted to retire, and I told the fellas back then, I said he's done, he's done. He's,
Mm-hmm.
there's no way you can compete in this sport with one foot in the ring and one foot out. That's going to get you knocked out. It's going to get you destroyed. And then all of a sudden, he validates my point by doing this. So now everybody think, oh, he's out. This is tragic. What happened? What's going on? He doesn't answer any of those questions. But the very next day, there's photos of him in Hawaii with this bikini clad chick. And I'm saying to myself, well, shit, if this is a mental issue, I want that shit. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You know, man, bring that shit on. Shit, I still fight. What's going on? So everybody's like, yeah, poor Ryan, he's got this, and get well, champ, and you'll come back, and let's go. Everybody is all so supportive to him. Even Fortuna is talking this old weak ass shit, and I would have clowned the fuck out of him. If it was my fight, man, a week after signing the contract and sealing the deal, he talks this shit. But hey, hold on, the story's not done. We just warming it up. We gonna get to the good shit here, just not coming up for you. A week after that, it's announced that he's coming back. Yes, he's healed from a mental illness within 1 week, y'all. In 7 days. In 7 days of a bikini clad model, you can heal your mental illness. Brian Garcia has showed the way. So anybody out there who has these mental illnesses, just go out there and get you a fine broad out there with a bikini on, and go on out there to Hawaii, and you'll magically be cool within 7 days. It worked for Ryan Garcia, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then not even that, he's back now. He's back now, and guess what? He already has an opponent. And guess what? It's another title shot with another fighter, Rolly Romero. Wow, this is wild. Really mind blowing because Rolly used to train with Floyd Mayweather at the Floyd Mayweather gym. There's ties to Devin Haney there. Why are they letting this guy out of a signed contract that's less than 2 weeks ago? How does it eliminate just that fast when you have a signing? If you come back in, shouldn't it activate again? I mean, what's going
Mm-hmm.
on there? Anybody know any more about that? I'd like somebody to fill it in. Maybe that's one for non who could expound on. Because I'm a little confused about that. You got a signed contract, you know, and then you come back and then we're not even talking about you're gonna let some time go where the sport advances. he can still jump right back in there and fulfill that obligation that he signed for. So he was able to take that, sidestep that, and say, "Fuck the WBC and everything everybody else says. I'm going to do what I want to do." And what is up with all this situation with him, Canelo, all those guys in that little clique, Eddie Reynoso, and all of them? These guys are able to do everything they want to do. Nobody else in the sport of boxing can do it. They can rechange laws. They can manipulate things. They can fight somebody they want. They don't have to fight them. If they get out of it, whatever they want to do. If they don't want to fight somebody, they don't have to fight them. If they want to fight somebody, they definitely can fight them. Everything goes their way. Nobody else find this kind of odd? How can a guy who's never accomplished anything in the sport have this type of power? And how is it allowed? But yet, once again and again and again, you hear everybody talking about the sport of boxing this, the sport of boxing that. What's wrong? What's wrong? Shit like this being tolerated is the worst thing for boxing. And we can expand on that to go, but like I say, I wanted to get on Ryan Garcia for this. This is some pussy shit. He was scared. He did not want to go out there. He more than likely was going to get his motherfucking head tore off, and he knew it, and he had to get out of it. But now that if it's Rolly Romero, can Rolly go out there and put that smack on him? What you brothers think about that?
Let me introduce the brother Clarence McLean. Facebook of McLean
There he
Sports.
is.
Also, no Duck Zone Productions. Welcome, Clarence McLean. Welcome, welcome,
Well,
welcome.
salute to the chat, salute to the panel. What's up, my brothers?
Yes,
What's
indeed.
good?
What
What's
do, my
good?
brother?
I don't know what we cooking on right now.
We cooking. He just cooked a upper room chin. You know who that is,
Oh yeah, Mr. Garcia.
right?
What about him? What he do now? What happened now?
He's back in the sport, man. He
Yeah,
just said that he's unretired. He's healthy now. He's 100%, and he's going to fight
Oh,
Rolly Romero for his title.
all of a sudden he decided to come back in.
yeah.
Yeah, just he signs a fight. A week later, he's got mental issues, and he can't, and he has to retire. He retired, y'all. Retired. That's his retirement. Retirement. Now, all of a sudden, 7 days in Hawaii with a bikini clad model. Now, this motherfucker's healed. He comes back and has a whole complete new deal already done. Already done now. So that means within 7 days, he went through the whole cycle of a mental. Now, mental illness takes a long time to recover from. This is not no, you got a scratch on your elbow in a couple of days you heal. No,
Right.
mental damage lasts longer than physical damage. But somehow this miracle took place with this man here today, y'all. He must have just went to a church and got healed by a faith healer. That may come out next. That may come out next. But he's
uh,
going to fight Rolly Romero now. So what do you guys think of that? You think Rolly got a chance to clean his clock?
I hope so. You know how I feel about Garcia. I don't really like him. The boy can fight. Let's not get it twisted, but I don't really like him, and I don't know. It's not much I can say about him. I'm just sick of him. I really am, and it's sad because he's a young veteran and he has so much years left in the sport. But if he was in his 30s and what he's doing right now probably would be acceptable. I probably would have been like, all right, he's at the end of his career anyway. It don't matter. But to be 22 years old doing that, and all of a sudden now you coming back, I don't know. Maybe he went out to Hawaii and found God. I don't know what happened. Maybe he had a dream and somebody was talking to him in his sleep. I don't know what happened.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, let me read this off first. We take. Come enjoy real conversation with the number one grinder, us as the righteous ones individually. Let's make a change within ourselves and genuine being there for each other. We all we got. Remember, we all we got.
Yes, sir.
Y'all can continue.
Yeah, I'm tired of talking about him, and I hope Rolly cleans his clock. I doubt if he does it, but I hope he does it. I'm sick of Ryan.
Yeah, I hope he knocked his fucking block off. I do. I want him out of the sport of boxing. He's useless. He talk a lot of shit and he ain't back nothing up. He went out there with Luke Campbell, who wasn't even a puncher, and he laid him straight the fuck out. And we all called him. We all called him. He was like, man, the way he hold his chin up, he's done. And then I'm gonna also bring up the question of Eddie Reynoso, man. How good of a trainer is this guy? Because I seen two things, man. That right there with a chin. He never told this guy about his chin. That should have been the main thing he should have been telling him. That's the biggest thing that he was doing wrong. He never pointed it out to him. And he goes in there and he has to get hit by it without nobody bringing it up to him. That's the
Right.
trainer's job, right? Okay.
That's true.
Just
Yeah.
past this past weekend. This past weekend with Canelo in the ring. Canelo was trying to land the right hand. Billy Ho was going to his left, making him have to overcommit with his right hand. And when he overcommit, then he would move, and then he would hit him again and reset. And then he had Canelo going. Why didn't Eddie Reynoso tell him to throw the left hook? He is the master of the left hook. Why he didn't tell him to throw the left hook to keep him from moving to his right, to get away from his right hand? He could have hit him with the left hook and kept him centered. And then he could have landed that right hand with his feet planted. He'd have got more power on it. I know this. Why the fuck he ain't tell these guys that? So how good of a trainer is this guy? I mean, they hyping him up like to be, oh God, if Canelo gets undisputed this year, no matter if Jamel and fucking Earl can both do it this year, those trainers will not get that fucking distinction. If he does that, they're going to give it to Eddie Reynoso because they favor this guy for some fucking reason. But I have to be real with you. How come you didn't point that out? That shit could have been deadly. Luke Campbell could
Yeah.
have caught him on the chin. He might not have got the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just like Canelo wasn't winning that fight. Canelo wasn't even looking good. But everybody's running around here talking about this motherfucker like he's Superman. Oh my God, he got no flaws. What are you gonna do? This is Canelo. Oh my God, look at him. He looked like a lost puppy in there for fucking 4, 5 rounds, man. He had one very good round. I give him, and I was like, okay, there you go. He didn't got close. He didn't got his timing together. He on him, but it took him a long fucking time to get there. All you gotta do when a fighter do you that way is change your shit up one more time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you got to put more tools in your motherfucking in toolbox, man. That's why you need complexity of that. He's doing this now. Then once you do this, you can have an opponent. You can almost dictate your opponent's moves because if you do something like Canelo kept throwing that uppercut, he kept throwing the uppercut, kept throwing the uppercut, kept throwing the uppercut. I'm saying to myself, shit, what is your trainer telling you? You should plan around that uppercut. You should target the uppercut. Make him stop throwing that motherfucker by attacking it. You know what I'm saying? You feeling like you come in every time he do that, he throws it. Okay, well you know this now. You know this. You can telegraph this now. This is good information. This is what you can use
Mhm.
against him. Now you go, you fake inside. He shoots it. As soon as he shoots it, you already planning to back up because you're not committing. You step pop, come back. He sends it. Whoop. You catch him. Pop. Then next time you double. Pop, pop. You see what I'm saying? He's not going to throw that motherfucker no more. You see what I'm saying? Because he's really shit. He didn't caught that. Now I gotta do something else. This is the chess match that takes place inside the squared circle. This is what's going on. It's a head game in here. You
Mhm.
gotta be smart. You gotta be looking for shit like that. What are the tendencies here?
Yeah.
Like a guy said, man, I know I can hit you with that motherfucking with my left foot because you kept dropping your right hand. You kept dropping your right hand when you throw your jab and you bring it to your side. So I knew as soon as you jab, boom, first all I wanted to do was bring it back. Pop, oh, that's how I got the knockout. You hear fighters have conversations like that to each other all the time. You go, damn, yeah, man, I guess it caught me. You know what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of the sport, So, hey, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny that I want to bring this up too that the same people was making legit points about how C. I call Canel on this channel. I don't call him Canel. I call him C. And so now all of a sudden you giving praise to a cherry picker, a career cherry picker. Y'all so-called people that y'all know boxing. Y'all amaze. I used to say y'all amaze me, but y'all bunch of y'all fickle minded. I hear y'all. Y'all fickle minded. Hear this person. Yeah, I'm gonna reiterate it, and I'm gonna keep on saying this. This the same person did not want to fight black fighters and Mexican fighters. Here's the same person that want to cherry pick. This is the same person for the championship. He fought a former fighter that he was in training with. But now y'all want to praise him. Make up your mind. Do you want boxing to come back to true prominence, or y'all just want, or y'all want cherry picking? We as brothers want to know, and I want each of y'all to talk on that, please.
Uh, that upsets me because everybody is so, like you said, so quick to praise him on his boxing ability. I don't give a damn about all that. And I mentioned this in my show earlier about how it's just crazy how, what would the world, and I said this before, both of y'all heard me say this before, but I'm going to say this again for the people who didn't hear it. What would the world be like if Ali and Frazier didn't want to fight each other? What would it be like if Foreman would have told Ali, I don't want to fight you, brother. I'm not fighting you because you're a brother. Or think about some of the greatest Mexican wars we done had in the sport of boxing. And none of
Mm-hmm.
those guys didn't want to fight, didn't tell each other they didn't want to fight each other because they were another Mexican. They wanted to prove, well, if you the best, and I say I'm the best, and we're both from Mexico, but we're from two different parts of it. But let's get in there and let's prove each other. Let's see who's the best man. But nobody sees that. Everybody's spending too much time just riding Canelo's Johnson, and I take nothing away from um, Canelo. He went in there Saturday, he did his thing. No matter how he got the W, cool, he got it. But all that does not mean anything because as long as he's lacing up a pair of boots and gloves, we're never going to see him in there with the best. He had the audacity to tell Bobo Andre he beat anybody. He didn't beat anybody, or he hasn't fought anybody. But let's just keep it real, my man. Neither have you. Billy Joe was probably the closest to competition since probably Triple G that we can honestly say we've seen him fight. Rocky Fielding, who the hell was he? Your last 3-4 fights before you got to Billy Joe, you fought probably tomato cans. I mean, let's just be real, man. I mean, I don't know, but you know what? You can't tell the Canelo Justice League that.
Man, you could go all the way back to Floyd Mayweather. If you want to find a fighter that you can say without a shadow of a doubt is better than Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andre, all the other guys on there are questionable at the most. The closest guy and probably his best competition he's ever fought since Mayweather was Triple G. And if you look at Triple G's resume, it's a lot to be desired. So what gets this guy to this status where he's like in the clouds and everybody else is walking on the earth? Tell me what does he do that's so special that other fighters can't do? He throws a left hook, he has a jab, he got a little head movement. There are millions of fighters in this world that can do those same things. What is it that separates Canelo Alvarez from those other fighters? Most often you would think it would be his power, right? So that's an attribute. That's not a skill. That's an attribute.
Right.
So now, with that being said, because now today, oh, he's invincible because he beat a guy that everybody knew that he was going to beat. Now, don't get me wrong, great fighter, good fighter. How great? We're still trying to determine that. We're not taking nothing away from him, but let's put it in perspective because you disrespect a lot of good fighters out there now. When you just give somebody something that they haven't earned yet, and I'm not into that. If you want to be the greatest fighter out there, like a Roy Jones, Roy had to beat everybody out there before I say you the best out there. That's it's just what it is. Once he cleared it out, there was no more competition, and there was no question about there not being any more competition. That's where you want to be. Canelo's not there. He's not there. So Julio Cesar Chavez and those guys are right, man. Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, them guys ain't dodged no fights, man. They'll fight you 6, 7, 8, 12 times if you keep talking that shit.
Right. Yeah. It's just a nicer saying chat. Said Barrera Morales trilogy. That's what
Exactly.
I'm. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. But guess what? He don't fight those guys. He don't fight
He don't.
Mexicans. Remember?
Right.
Remember
Right.
that?
Either. Right.
He
And
just he.
yeah. No, go ahead.
Now go ahead, bro. It's your thing. Go ahead, man.
No. I want you to keep on cooking. And and I've said that fighter. And let's put this out there. He fought a former sparring partner for the championship. I want y'all to hear this again. A sparring partner for the championship.
Well,
Now, brother, huh?
yeah, it wasn't for the championship. It was for
Oh, for not for. I'm sorry.
it was the mandatory. But how can you
Oh,
be
it's
the
the man.
man?
All right, stand. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I stand to be corrected. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean for the mentor.
yeah. But your point is, he fought him for the mandatory. But how could he be the mandatory when he lost his last fight and hadn't fought 2 years? And this
Right.
guy is known to be Canelo's sparring partner before then. So I mean, come on now. That was a fixed fight. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
everybody knew what was going to happen. So and these are the things that has to come up. So you can't just say, these things and not put it in context. That's what Brother
Mm-hmm.
Ricky always big on context, and he's right. When you look at it in this context, you see it in its proper place, because there are some things lacking here. And like I say, he is not invincible. There are things that he does wrong, and if you paid attention to the first 6 rounds, it was on display because he was a guy that was trying to find a fighter who was not there. And this guy didn't have punching power. Did you anybody look at Canelo's eye when he's talking all that shit about what he's going to do to somebody else? His eye wasn't like he walked from the fucking ring. His shit had a little swelling. And this guy ain't a
Hey,
puncher. This
yeah,
guy's not a puncher. Think
right.
about that, folks. This guy's not a puncher. Think about
Yeah.
that being Jamal Charlo then. If he can inflict that type of damage with them little pity pat punches that he got, and you get hit with a fucking real puncher, come on, man. Let's not act like the possibility for him losing doesn't exist. It is. Now, this doesn't also guarantee that he's going to lose either. You see, and that's the thing about boxing. You gotta put all this together, man. That's what makes a great fight. But he tries to dismiss guys before they get a chance to get in there. But when you sit down and you think about the matchups, they are good matchups stylistically. And this stuff about boring and he against Demetrius Andrade is not a boring fight. It's not a boring fight at all. The two styles match well. It's classic. It's the boxer brawler thing. I mean, that's what you built the sport on. The sport of boxing was built on that, man. So how can you sit here and say, "Oh, he's a horrible fighter, horrible"? But you had a shot to get undisputed at 160. There was one man left, and his name was Demetrius Andrade. But rather than fight him, you said, "No, I'll go fight Crusher Kovalev at 175."
And also, that was a fixed fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
think about that. Think about that for a second. Kovalev is supposed to be the bad man. This is Killer Crusher Kovalev. You rather fight him than this guy over here who you say is a horrible fighter. He's a horrible fighter. But you have it. This is supposed to have been an easy undisputed for you. This should be your second undisputed by your own, what your mouth is saying. But your deeds ain't backing you up. Now something funny here, man. Something funny. Who gonna turn that shot down? You got 3 of the belts. You got 1 belt to get. This guy's a horrible fighter. You know you can beat him. You're not gonna take that. You're not gonna go ahead and you could have been accomplished undisputed a long time ago. Why would you all of a sudden at one moment say, "Oh no"? Then he talk about you want a payday. You want a payday. No, he want a payday, but he also want to kick your ass. And that's the difference between these fighters and these other guys that he's picking. Many people, even last night I saw on Mike on Sports show. He had Jose Benavidez' father on there. It was a good interview, man. I like Benavidez' dad, man. They're some good people, man. And he
Yeah.
was saying himself, man. He was like, man, yeah, he's giving his opinion on the fights and everything, and he was pretty much like what we've been saying, but like I was telling guys in the chat because those, the Canelo fan bases, like I mean, they lack reasoning. They just oh my God, you talk about casual fans who really don't know shit about boxing, but they just like a fighter. That's them for the majority, man. And now, they don't get me wrong. There's gonna be some guys in there that know what they're talking about. For the most part, though, it's not because when you reason with them, they got no answer for the things that you bring up. I'll say, well, let's not hear you there. I'm not saying that about the man. I think he's this. I think it's a shame that you're moving like this. because if you fight this guy here and he's doing this and here, and then you're doing that, you can almost look in your mind, think in your mind, this fight coming to fruition in the ring. It's a beautiful matchup, and that's what boxing needs, man. He's hurting boxing by not doing this, you know. And then it's okay for his fan base for him to go out here and talk all this shit about. And then he told him, he said, "Look, man, you get the fuck out of here, or I'm gonna kick your ass, and I'm gonna do or some shit like that." He threatened.
Yeah, yeah,
That was Demetrius Andre's crew right there to go up that motherfucker and make an example and put your paws on him. Because one thing people gonna know is everybody got this guy built up like he's this big, strong, powerful being, man. Canelo's this little short dude, man. He can fight, don't get me wrong, but he's not this invincible thing out here. You know, I did a show the other day, and I was bringing up this fact. Now we talked about the Crusher Kovalev fight. Crusher Kovalev could have won this fight easy, easy. There's
Mhm.
two things you got to do to beat Canelo Alvarez. You got to keep his feet moving. Don't let him set his feet. That's half of what Leonard did to Duran. He kept making him move his fucking feet. He couldn't plant. He couldn't get his power like he needed to, and that frustrated the shit out of Duran. You see? Then a guy that much bigger than Canelo, that much stronger than Canelo, that much more powerful than Canelo, he ain't got to back up and move and rely on no jab. He can go right inside and buck up on you like a football player and push your ass into a corner and hold you there and beat the shit out of you with a hand. He could just maul him, and
Right,
it would have been nothing he could do. Not a fucking thing he could do. But
right,
everybody, they don't have this thought process. Because if I had to fight Canelo, that's what I'm gonna do to his ass. I'm gonna hit him in the corner, hit him here, like hold that motherfucker down. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I ain't gonna let him get his motherfucking shit off on me. Shit, you ain't gonna embarrass me. I don't give a fuck.
and this is funny, about this fight. And when I was watching it, here's see, they say he's a middleweight, and we got Cold Drug Have. He's a natural. I mean, I think he's natural. Like 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 um like heavyweight. And instead they push him around to force him. Canelo was pushing him. If you notice when he hit him with the right and everything, why Cole have all so convinced that his body went through the ropes? Why is so convenient? And we look at stuff like this, and we talk about these fights. P. I want you to put in context about it. This the way I feel. He don't have no credibility with us. But you got this old media, and the sad thing about it, we got this so-called new media. Now all of a sudden you want to jump on C side because he beat up a two fighters that pop PD. Also beat up women. Then you got another one. He fought another one with a punching bag. And the rest of the grocery bags. But y'all want to put him pound for pound. And I go on, TC. Y'all know how I feel about TC. But dang, y'all don't even put TC in the top 5. We ain't talking about the Charlotte boys. I mean, brother, Charlotte boys. I mean, Charlotte brothers. We ain't talking about Spence. But at the same time, y'all agreed on talking about C is a pound for pound. But 3 months ago, y'all wasn't saying that. So what's gonna be next? That's all I'm saying.
It's
Go on,
crazy.
cook, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And it's a shame though because as long as this fan base continues to support him and let him do whatever he wishes without holding them to any standard, that's a dangerous thing because boxing fans need to hold their fighters to certain standards. Just like everybody's getting on Jamal Charlo for fighting Montiel, right? Oh man, what you fighting Montiel for? Name me one Canelo fan that had anything to say about him fighting fucking Avi Yildirim. Not one. Had
Nothing.
no problem with that fight. You know.
Nope.
And then they had John Ryder on backup just in case uh, Billy Ho pulls out. I mean, this is he's going to fight a UK fighter no matter what. You know. And then we also got to bring up another issue that we got to address too, because it seems like his thing is he loves to talk about how these guys want paydays, and he laughs. You want payday, you want payday. You know, one of the things that goes back into the history of boxing is um, freezing fighters out and keeping fighters from being able to feed their families by withholding big fights so they wouldn't have these paydays. And you see it implemented again in today, in modern today, because he does not want to fight any of these black fighters, and it also matriculates to the Mexican fighters. You got a lot of Mexican fighters like David Benavidez as one, you know. Um, what's oh man, there's one at 175. Man, his name slipped my mind right now, but these are fighters out there that's been wanting to fight him too as well, who will never get an opportunity because of what he says, but the fan base gives him the okay. You see. That's the problem right there. That's keeping for these big fights from happening. But he don't have any problem letting these white guys in the UK getting paydays. No problem for them guys to make money. Nobody see a problem with that. He
Yeah.
says, he says literally, after I get undisputed, I would love to fight in England. You want to fight England? Why? You just beat the best fighters that they had over there. Who are you going to go over there to fight? The bums that these guys that you already beat? Anybody seeing the play here? Because you're telling the world that that's what I want to do. But at the same time, you had an interview where you said, "Yeah, I want to fight Jamal. I want to fight David Benavidez." You told everybody what they want to fucking hear over there. But then you stood there in front of the world and told everybody that you want to go to England and fight these bums that have lost to the guys that you already fucking beat. And the fan base says, "Okay." It's a
A Black Star, don't you see it's a pattern? Because his little buddy Ryan Garcia does the same damn thing. It's a pattern. He's learning from his big brother.
that right there. That's the whole game plan, man. You know, and they teamed up now because now you got Eddie Hearn as his promoter. You know, so and that's the UK connection, and he wants to go over there and do all that, and they're gonna tell people and try to sell to people that them was big fights. He's going to fight uh, Johnny McGillicuddy on Thursday, uh, December the 7th. Come watch Canelo Alvarez in a great fight against a great champion. What champion is he? He's the British Continental Subway Sandwich eating champion of 1976. Yeah, I missed that, did you? I said 1976. Subway eating champion. Subway sandwiches. Oh, it's a bad. It's a tough audience around here, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Black Star, boy, you need to knock it off.
It's a tough crowd, man. But
Tough.
I mean, that's basically what they selling to us, though, man. And people constantly keep talking about boxing and this and MMA. I could strangle a motherfucker talking that shit because it's the damn fan bases that let this shit go down. Oh, he's the face of boxing. He's the face. So the face of boxing is going to fight the fucking guys who just got out of the fucking just started boxing 2 months ago. Or Canelo's going to give him a shot now. And you stood on there and told everybody how Demetrius Andre didn't deserve one, and you're a horrible fighter. You fought nobody. You fought nobody. Well, the majority of the motherfuckers that you fought since you fought fucking Triple G, and you can even go back to fucking Floyd Mayweather. This man you talking shit to can beat them fucking guys.
Right.
Or you can't say that those guys are guaranteed to beat him. You see what I'm saying? So they're at least upon the same level. So how you gonna degrade this guy and say all this shit to this dude? But Ivy Yildirim? I mean, really? I mean, that shit is embarrassing, man. But the fan base keeps giving them the seal of approval. Seal of approval. This is great. We get to see him fight. No. When Roy Jones was out here doing his thing, and Roy was talking his shit, and you had James Tony talking his shit, you had Bernard Hopkins talking his shit, Tito Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya, all these guys talking shit. We like, no, man, fuck all that. Y'all motherfuckers gotta get in the ring. Okay, you beat him. Okay, so when you gonna fight such and such? When? Oh yeah. Oh, so you gonna get him, and then you coming back? Oh, okay. He cleared that whole motherfucker out. Did anybody, man? Come on, man. He cleared it. There was no question. There was a time in boxing when Roy Jones could not get a fight. There was no fight. There was no question about who was the best. There was no challenge for him. So he goes up to heavyweight just to find a challenge. Just to find a challenge. If he had stayed where he was at and waited a little while and then, uh, oh, uh, what's old boy's name that knocked him out? Tarver.
Talk.
And met Tarver without making that adjustment going up and coming back down, I guarantee you he beats him. But since he went there and put his body through the changes and then came back down again, it made him ripe because you could see it in the fight. He got knocked out, true, he lost. I was pissed off that day, yes. But go back and look at it, man. They both was throwing the same punch. One punch got there, a split second hit the other one and did the damage. So if he was just a little bit sharper, a little bit quicker, he lands that shot and everything is different. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Everything is different. That's the sport of boxing, man. But see, then here's the other thing. If you got a guy out here, like we talk about this a lot with Earl Spence and Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford got a shit resume. Fuck what anybody got to say. Anybody can say what they want to say. That's some bullshit that's over there. He's been coddled his whole fucking career. Earl Spence over here been getting it from the fucking mud, man. Nobody would fight this man or give him an opportunity to get into the club but Kell Brook, man. And that's why I always have an affinity for Kell Brook because Kell Brook is a fighter that don't give a shit. He'll fight any fucking body, and you can't question it. He has proven it. When everybody was scared, Triple G, he this, that, he said, fuck it, I'll fight him. He came up two weight classes to fight him. He got stopped and he got his eye broken out there, all that. Everybody can focus on that if you want to. But that was a fucking man. He said, fuck it, I'm going up there. And he didn't go in there and start going backwards. He went at him. He went for the fucking win. And looked good for 4.5 rounds. And then he got caught and that happened. But you know what he did then? He didn't quit. He comes right back. He comes right back. He goes after another fucking killer. Guys didn't want to fight. Earl Spence. He said, fuck, I'm going in there with him. And they went in there and they had a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. One of the best fights of this generation that was took place in that fight. That was an awesome fucking fight. They went 11 rounds. He took damage and lost the fight. But you got to give the man big respect. If I'm a bar owner and Kell Brook walk in my bar, he ain't paying for no drink. He good. Because this man did some shit that he carried himself like a man. And he went out there and put it on the line. So what, he lost? So what? Shit happened. But one thing for sure was you wasn't going to roll past him and think you wasn't going to get challenged. But like I say, Earl went through that. He got that. He kept going. He's still grinding. Look how long it's taken him to get the third belt. Canelo just said this shit, 4 or 5 months ago. He wanted undisputed. And he's already ahead of Earl Spence already. Because you had another fighter, Manny Pacquiao, who sat on a belt for 2 fucking years, had no fucking premonition of fighting Earl Spence at all. And he held him up. In the meantime, in between time, he's still fighting 4 division champions, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia. He's still plugging away at top fighters. So I can't understand why people criticize this man or have anything negative to say, or even fix their mind to say that Bud is going to beat him. Bud is fighting light touches. This guy's going through whose skills is going to be more sharp when that day come when they meet. Earl done already put it out there. He said, after I get this belt from Ugas, we're gonna see who's holding it up. So that means I'm coming for you. Same shit Canelo just said to Caleb Plant. I ain't coming for you. Remember he said? He said that shit. It's funny because you would hear him speak English now. It's cool. I like it though. Don't get me wrong. But 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 it's the same. It's the same thing. The guy's on the same mission. You see what I'm saying? But he had one fight, got 2 belts, beat one guy, one champion, was given the second championship at the same time. So he had 2 belts in the first fight off the jump. Earl had to fight 2 champions to get them 2 belts. Now he's about to fight the third. Going to have to fight the fourth. But Canelo can do it in 3 fights. Nobody's talking about that. You see,
No,
he's
no,
putting
they
the
don't
grind.
want to. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. That's
No,
messed up.
nobody.
Yeah, let me mention this and I'm gonna give it back to you, brother McCain. I do got a cash app. It's the $ capital JT 53000. Also, I have PayPal. It's paypal.me/ all in caps JT Black 53. You want to donate? Feel free. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you new, please sub to this channel.
support the
Check.
grind. Support the grind, my brother. Yeah.
Yeah, please do that. And also, hit the like and share this out. Hit the like and share this out. Thanks a lot, Black. So go ahead, brother McClain.
It just I don't know. It irritates me. Sometimes I get a headache talking about this guy. And the thing that kills me about him is we're gonna take it back to the part with him saying about not wanting to fight Mexicans and I won't fight them because I'm a Mexican. No, the problem is Canelo does he wants to be the face of not just boxing, but he wants to be the face of all Mexicans. So my thing is he doesn't want to get in there with anybody who might be competition that is a Mexican or an African American. But if that was the case, I could understand him saying, "All right, I didn't want to fight a Mexican. That'd be his choice." But you won't even fight. You won't even fight a brother. You won't even take the chance of doing that. So, but people don't. People got to listen to what he say, and people don't listen to that. People always say, "Man, at least he does this. At least he does that." Y'all all are not real boxing fans. Y'all looking at the wrong damn thing. Y'all looking at the wrong damn thing. This guy's being protected, man. And now he's with Eddie. Y'all thought he was bad when he was with De La Hoya. If y'all think that he's gonna get any good fights because he's with Eddie, you're tripping. Eddie's gonna do his best to protect him. Believe that. De La Hoya was at least trying to get him and telling him that he needs to fight this person to fight that person. Oh, well, Eddie, he's gonna have his way. He's gonna really have his way. I mean, look at the way that Eddie's treating Buko Andre. Look what happened at the press conference.
Excellent
You know what
point.
I'm saying? It's crazy. Excuse me if there's any sound in the back. There's just guys riding their motorcycle outside. Yeah, but it's sad, man. I mean, like I said, he won his fight. He became undisputed. But guess what? I'm still not impressed.
Yeah, and we talking what Clarence talking about. He talking about the casual fans, your
Yeah.
fanboys, your fangirls. Y'all failed to see the truth, and the truth was right in front of your face. And then let's not forget about of two different weight classes. He have a franchise belt, and then Solomon he made a special belt. He told me he made it for the last championship. No, he really made that belt for him. But y'all don't think there's something wrong with that.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, bro. He picks his opponents. You know, if he don't want to fight you, he ain't gonna fight you. And his fan base is cool with it. It's cool with it. So they're not worried about the sport of boxing. They worry about him looking good. That's all that matters to them. Because these guys out here, they ain't gonna make him look good, man. He didn't look that damn great in there with Billy Holt, man, for them first 5 rounds. Now, granted, now the round before he got him out of there, Canelo got to him, and he looked real good in that round. He did his thing in that round because I seen Billy Holt do some shit he shouldn't have did in the fucking ring. Why did you come towards him anyway, throwing those uppercuts the way that he was? You could tell he was desperate to land that motherfucker, and you stop and come to him when you had him coming to you, and you was abusing him for doing it. That's the way you wanted it. But how could you lose your perspective in this fight and get suckered into an ego match with this dude to say, "Well, I'm gonna go in now." So as soon as you went in, you bent over and you gave him the opportunity to land the perfect shot at the perfect place to stop everything and fight done. You did all this damn good work up to this point, and you let him off the hook. And now nobody remembers those other rounds where he wasn't looking so hot. Now all of a sudden he's invincible. Now can't nobody beat him. You know, like I say, you keep his feet moving. Don't let him plant. Don't let him plant his feet and get his power on. Make him punch you on the move.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't do that, if you're a bigger, stronger guy, I mean, what did Tyson Fury do to Deontay Wilder? He came forward on him. He pushed him back. He made sure that he was off his foot. Right? It's the same shit there. You think you trying to tell me Kovalev could have did that to him? Come on,
Hmm.
bro. If he gets in there with Jamal Charlo can do that to him. But people acting like no, these guys don't have a shot. What can they do? How do you beat them? What's this and all this bullshit? He's not invincible, and that's the main thing. That's the main thing. That's the main point that I want to point out to those situations. He's a good fighter. We don't know how great he is yet. You're not going to reach greatness until you fight those guys for the class of your era, and he ain't done it yet.
And at the same time, why? It seems that to me that throughout the years he fight, I mean, after he fought Floyd Mayweather, you know, his foot speed is terrible. It's very, very terrible. If you notice, he don't move around. He wants to be stationary. He wants to go forward. He don't really have no lateral movement. Everything for him it maybe he take a little slide there, but most of the time he wants you to come to him so he can counter him, and that's basically what he do.
Yeah. And the other thing that Billy Ho was doing was he was going to his right, and that was making him reach with the right hand. But like I pointed out, he didn't do that. He started shooting some left hooks in there because that would have kept him stationary. He didn't even do that. So it's like people are not picking up on this and pointing out the fact that there were some holes there. There were still some other things that Billy Ho could have done that he didn't even take advantage of. So this is what I'm saying about the man not being invincible. Now he's not even a strong puncher, but look at Canelo's face. He had a little swelling around his eye too. He didn't get out of there unscathed. Now just bump that up to another guy like Demetrius Andrade or Jamal Charlo or David Benavidez, and let them land a few of them punches that they landed. One of them eyes would probably been closed. As a matter of fact, if it was me, I would be aiming for one eye. I would shut one of them motherfuckers, and I start piecing him down. You got to break him down like that. You see, when a motherfucker come at you like that, you got. I mean, there's ways to beat guys, man. But people act like it's because they've been successful that there ain't no loopholes, man. We've seen upsets before. We've seen Mike Tyson get stressed out. you
Mm-hmm.
know, ain't
Right.
nobody think Buster Douglas was going to do that shit. But you look in Buster's eyes and you watch how man, man, it was one of the most beautiful things I had seen as far as in a boxing match. How he set Mike Tyson up for that uppercut, and you could see Mike coming into it, and he waited and he looped that motherfucker. And when he hit, man, it was like you knew it was done. But
Mm-hmm.
he had the confidence, he was focused, and he was determined, man. That's a dangerous fucking dude, man. People act like just because you got skills or something that you can't be overcome. It's a human element when you get in that ring. Mistakes gonna be made. You're gonna throw a punch. It might not be accurate. You make an error, all of a sudden he on point. God, I mean, it don't take but one shot. And
Mm-hmm.
everything we talking about that's going on in the ring is absolutely different now. You know. So I'm gonna tell you this though. Keep the way he gonna get. It's gonna be one of these cherry picks. It's gonna shock every damn body.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say that cherry picking goes, when cherry picking goes wrong. But let me tell you something. We all speak about Canelo getting into the Hall of Fame, right? And we all say that some people say they can't see him getting in because he didn't fight nobody. Well, that's kind of true, and in a way, it's not kind of true because the only way I could see him if he quit now and he got into the Hall of Fame, there were three particular names on there that helped him get to the Hall of Fame. And even though two of them were kind of already out the door, they were probably the biggest three names on that list. And Floyd, Cotto, and Shane. Some people might say, well, yeah, they was already out the door and Floyd washed him, so that shouldn't be a reason for him to get into the Hall of Fame. No, it shouldn't be. I think he should fight some other people to get into the Hall of Fame. But I wouldn't be surprised, gentlemen, uh, when it's time for him to enter the Hall of Fame, if he does not fight anybody else that we want to see. Guarantee you, watch those three names come up. Just
Yeah.
keep this on your mind. Watch those three names come up.
You're
Say the
absolutely
name.
right.
Say the name again, please.
Floyd Mayweather, Shane Mosley, and Cotto. But keep in mind, Cotto and Shane was already at the end of their careers, and
Right.
Floyd just ran through them. But guarantee you, if he doesn't get in the Hall of Fame for anything else, he'll get in there for those. Watch they use that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. But once he gets undisputed, if he beats Caleb Plant, it's an automatic now. And that's why I was saying, when he first started talking about what he wanted to do this year, I said, man, this shit is set up perfect for him. He gonna go through these fights, he gonna get undisputed, and then he gonna fucking retire. And
Hmm.
everybody's like, nah, man, he gonna keep fighting. He gonna keep fighting. Take what I just said there, and then also add this to it. Because like I said, on that one reporter, he told him that he wanted to fight Jamal, he wanted to fight David Benavidez, and he said he wanted to fight those guys that we wanted to see him fight. Then he turns around after this fight and tells everybody that I would love to fight in England. You just beat all the best guys over there, so who you gonna go fight? The bums. That don't seem likely. Just like you got Devin Haney and his father got a promotional deal with Eddie Hearn, he got the same, and he'll probably bring his little girlfriend, King Ryan, Queen Ryan, you know, over there with him. But but it just seems to me like that's when he can say, well, look, I've done this. Floyd never did it. Manny Pacquiao never did it, but I did it. I'm the first Mexican to ever do this. You know what I'm saying? He got all this in his cachet, and that's what he's about. And a lot of these fights that he's taking on is guys that he's fighting because it's the bag. And De La Hoya let that out too. He said, man, when you was with me, it was about the money. Because the Oscar and Bernard Hopkins was trying to get him to fight Jamal Charlo because they recognize the fan bases want that, and that's good for boxing. And then if you beat these guys, there is no more chatter about who you need to fight anymore. You see what I'm saying? But you keep wanting to avoid these guys, and Oscar called him out on it, man. And shout out to Oscar for it, man, because that was dead on. You know, you need to fight these guys for legacy, for era purposes. Who was the best of the era? When people start naming the names, did they fight each other? No, why not? Or Canelo wouldn't fight him. You think people ain't gonna remember that shit down the line? I ain't gonna forget. I ain't gonna forget you. You wouldn't fucking fight him. Motherfuckers, Jamal chased you from 154. Demetrius chased you from 154. You just bumping around, running around, getting away from these guys. You're forced to a point where if you fight Demetrius Andrade, you can be undisputed, but you turn that down to go fight another motherfucker. You have your Jamal Charlo be your number one mandatory, and he fights 3 fights to maintain his spot as the mandatory. And when it gets to the point where, wait, man, something's got to be done here, all of a sudden they come up with the franchise so you don't have to fight that motherfucker. Come on, man. You can't hide this shit, man. You can't hide it. That shit is going to come out. The truth's going to come out. Because down the line, there's going to be another fighter that's going to come out looking like this with the same buzz around him. And it might be more real. Maybe he going through the concrete guys. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no question about this motherfucker the baddest one, like we had with Roy Jones. You see? And then when you want to sit back and you get older, be my age, and you want to talk, yeah, I did this, and you want to, and then everybody gonna say, well, you didn't fight Jamal. Well, you didn't fight Jamel. He's supposed to fought Jamel when he fought Kirkwood in Houston. A lot of people don't know that. And then when he fought Kirkwood, he wouldn't let his trainer come and be there at the fight.
Hmm.
There's a lot of little stupid shit going on, weight clauses, and I mean, he got so much shit with. But you know what they'll tell you if you bring it up? Floyd did it. Floyd did it. Hey, Canelo, how come you got Domino's pizza? Floyd did it. Hey, Canelo, how come you had that blue eyes shirt on last week? Floyd did it. Hey, Canelo, hey man, how come you bought your wife that blue dress with the red stripe on the back? Floyd did it. That's the excuse for every fucking thing. You know, man, you got millions of dollars, man. Why you steal that candy bar out of that damn convenience store? Floyd did it when he was 8 years old.
Hey,
Fuck
I got,
you.
I got a good one. Hey, I finally talk English. Floyd did it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the excuse for everything.
Boy, y'all stupid.
It's the excuse for everything. We're not even talking about fucking Floyd. Now we can get on here and we can eviscerate Floyd too, because I ain't no big Hugh Mungo
Right.
fan. I respect what the brother did, but I ain't. Hey, he got flaws too. Shit.
Hey,
So hey,
hey,
man, and,
hey,
and
hey,
that's what.
hey, hey,
Go ahead, brother.
hey, hey, Canelo, why did you order that on the menu? Floyd did it.
Right. Hey, I'm taking this from Clarence McLean. I pay homage to Clarence. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Floyd did it.
Oh man, that's crazy, bro.
You can't make
But
this up.
that's
You
what they
can't
do
make
though,
this up.
man. They do that, man, and it's overdone. And then you got all this stuff going on between the fan bases, especially on social media here on YouTube. You got the various channels and different groups and however you want to classify things. And then you'll get guys come through here trolling and talking about, man, I just came in here to see who was disrespecting Mexican fighters. Well, you stay tuned. You're gonna find out that we disrespect every motherfucking body.
Hey, even our own kind.
You
Even
got
our
that
own
right.
kind.
Right.
If you
Yeah.
We
move,
don't listen.
if you're moving janky, I'm gonna shine a light on your ass. I
That's
don't,
right.
we don't let none of that shit get by
See,
here.
the problem is when they go to these other platforms, a lot of them they get to hear what they want to hear, and that's ass kissing. We don't do that over here. Ain't no ass kissing. You understand me? If you do something, we gonna call you out. We don't care if you're black, if you're Indian. We don't care about that. If you do something, we gonna call you out on it, and we
We
not gonna
don't.
change what we said. So you could
Right.
troll, you could
Mm-hmm.
stroll, you could
Yes.
approach it when you see us at an event, and guess what? The same thing we said on here is what we'll tell you if we see you in person. If
That's,
you're Mexican, and no matter what nationality you are, this goes for a black fighter. If you're not doing your part, you're going to get called out.
Right.
yeah,
And
cause
yes, that's
go ahead,
right.
brother.
And welcome back. Welcome to my channel, Underrated Doctors. Yours truly, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The
Man,
best of the business. That's what I am. We got my brothers right here. Blacks Star Sports TV 2.0. Clarence, give him the practice right there. Yeah, they get that. Oh, look at that, Clarence McLean. They on the left. They on the left. You out. Your ass out. And what?
out.
He his Facebook he on Facebook. He got um McLean Productions, and also he had No Duck
That's
Zone
one
Productions.
podcast, baby.
Yeah, so I want you to go check the brothers out. Black Star, he's on also on Facebook, and also on he's on
Just,
YouTube. I want you let's get his counts up with these subs. I mean, let's get those counts up and everything. God Nollywood Jr. What's good with you? Nice. Yeah.
And
Now
not to cut you off, underrated.
go
Hold on.
go 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 ahead.
I want to say something that's very important too that we spoke about. Y'all, please stop being so selfish when it comes to touching cash apps. Let's stop doing that, man. We're not telling you to send $20, $100, $300. Listen, man, it ain't nothing to send a dollar or two, man. We got to support each other, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we don't mind getting on here just talking, but come on, at the same time, we got to eat too, man. You understand what I'm saying? So please do not be ashamed or afraid to send some in the cash app. Come on, man. Let's not do that to each other, man. It's not easy getting in front of this camera talking, man. We have to take time out of what we doing to do this. So please, man, let's support each other.
these salute, man. Yeah, cause yeah, the grind don't stop with the grinder, man.
It
Yes, sir.
also go for the brothers too. You know, they each had cash apps too. Y'all gotta support, man. Come on. It's not easy, man. It's not easy what we do. We don't ask for much and everything, man. It's not easy what we do. It's not. It's not
Sean?
easy. But no, go ahead, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was clearing my throat. Let me turn the mic off. Go ahead.
No, it's not easy, man. It's not. You know,
Yo,
but it's not easy. Go ahead,
yeah,
Blackstone.
man. I just saw this, man. I had to bring it up because
Go ahead. Let's
when
cook. Let's cook on it.
you know it's bad when you got a guy like Bud Crawford that's out here shining the light on some of the things that you're doing out here. Like when he said that Canelo's not fight, he ducked Andrade and he ducked Charlo, and he shined it. And he said, "Man, you won't fight no black fighters," and he put that out there. And it's bad that he said it, but it's even worse that it's true. you know. But at the same time, the same guy who dealt it, hey, we smelt it on you too. You feel me?
Right, exactly. Let me read this, man. LaShawn Jefferson, but nah, the underrated doctor's real. What all the photo bomb jumping on real proven boxing fads, but they won't sign on the dotted line. What is you talking about, LaShawn Jefferson? Go, Professor. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. There goes
Listen,
the cash out right there. Go ahead, jump on it.
I've been trying to read his comments, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not understanding nothing he's been saying on here since he's been
I think
commenting.
what he's saying in this one is that people like when Andre got out there, that's like a photo bomb, jumping on a real proven boxer, but won't sign the dotted line. But what he got is wrong is that I mean he's came out to photo bomb, but we can't get Canelo to sign the dotted line. So you got to kind of
Oh, okay, 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 okay,
maybe that's what he was trying to say. I don't know, but he can clarify.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, bring some clarification on that, brother LaShawn Jefferson.
Well,
But
Professor, what's up?
yeah, but I think on to go more on the point what the brothers are saying that we as brothers that we gonna call if it's a duck we gonna call it.
Yeah, yeah,
You
we
know what I'm
got
saying? We don't care. We don't care what color it is. But at the same time, we are going to talk about this, continue to talk about the injustice of the black fighter because those are the ones that still getting screwed on. And then now we got these different Mexican promoters now. They are it's not picking on them, but I'm telling the truth. They are messing up the sport. And then you got other promoters like you got Sulaiman making up belts for seed, and y'all still don't want to bring it up. He made a Matismo belt for seed. Y'all don't even want to talk about that. What we talk about is documents. What we talk about, I mean, we not making this up. I'm telling you, it's in the public documents. It's in the archives. All you need to do is take some time and look at it, read it, and see it. It's right there.
exactly.
So don't come with us and talk about we don't know what we talk about. Don't come to us and act like that. Oh yeah, you just make that because we don't make stuff up. We tells the truth over here. Now, if you cannot deal with the truth, that's on you. You keep on getting fooled and keep on getting fooled and keep on being misled.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Galloway, it's time to wake up, people. Time to wake up. Some of y'all favorite fighters are fooling y'all into thinking that what they're doing is okay, and this shit is not okay, man. But
Hey,
some of y'all are too blind.
yeah, in a
Y'all
few
so
years,
so y'all so worried about being fans that y'all can't see them doing no wrong.
a lot of times,
The wrong that they're doing is right in y'all eyes. This is why y'all don't know shit about boxing. Y'all don't. Sorry to be the one. I hate to be the bearer of bad news because you're supposed to correct somebody when they're wrong, even if they're your favorite fighter. I have a lot of favorite fighters, but I'm not gonna stick up for them if they're doing wrong. I'm not gonna go for it. It doesn't work that way.
Right. And then let me say this, and I'm gonna go more on Spoil's point though too. Look at TC. I got a big announcement. That's like 3 months ago. Where's the announcement at? Cause I'm letting you know right now, personally, if you find somebody that I'm talking about 16th and 17th rank, and he find a way to fight you for that belt, and then all of a sudden, magically he move up to 8, and you fight him in the championship. I am cooking on you, TC, every chance I get. Salute to Basement Boxing Talk. What's going on, brothers? What's going on?
Basement
The link, yeah, yeah,
Talk.
basement
yeah,
boxing,
yeah,
yes, he is.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was just reading. I was reading LaShawn Jefferson's comment, but I can't get what he's saying. So I don't know. Maybe y'all can clarify what he's saying. I don't understand nothing that he's writing. If y'all can see it.
Oh, brother Baseman, the link is in your email. If you want to come up, feel free, brother. The link is in the in your email if you want to come up. Yeah, but I think
Yeah,
that
got the towel.
yeah, right. Yeah. Oh yeah, Basin Boxing Talk. He's on YouTube. He have his show on his boxing show through Clutch Sports on Saturday, every Saturday or 2 o'clock p.m. The best of the business. I want you to go check this out. We see he part of the family. We see this is the thing your fellas does. We don't pull up receipts. We pull up documents. And everything we say, it end up coming true. And
Yeah.
TC, where's the announcement? I told y'all, and I know y'all told y'all. We wait to you know what? We gonna wait to June 4th. That's a few weeks from now on my birthday. We gonna see he gonna come out an announcement by my birthday, June 4th. And Cliff said, no, you right. It's not going to happen. It's going to pass my birthday anyway. So I don't know why I said that. Okay, you absolutely right.
Let me tell you something. If there is an announcement, it's going to be some bogus shit, and whoever his opponent will probably be somebody we never heard of, or it'll probably be somebody he can easily beat. Nothing that dude does ever seems to amaze me. Nothing that any of these guys do. These guys, if you ask me, a lot of these guys should have been in the WWF because they're such good actors. I swear they are.
Yeah,
They should have been in wrestling. Nothing these
yeah.
guys do ever seem to amaze me, and this is why every chance we get, we pull their cards. We're gonna talk about them because as fans, man, we're being cheated. We're being cheated, man, because we're not seeing what we want to see, man. It's just ridiculous, man. That's why at times it's hard for me to talk about it because I get sick of talking about the same goofy fighters doing the same goofy shit. Somebody came on my Instagram earlier when I was doing it live. A guy, I forgot what country he was from, and he brought up. He said, "What do you got?" He said, "What do you think about the AJ and Fury, man?" And I had to cut him off right there. I said, "Man, look, brother, that's not gonna happen. They've been talking about that for the longest. That's not gonna happen, brother. So we can just get off that topic right now. Like that, nobody cares about it. If it's not Wilder or Fury, I don't want to talk about it. I don't give a damn about AJ. I really don't give a damn about Fury. I just want to see Wilder get his payback." Oh man, Gold Professor's a trick. He says nobody understands LaShawn when he's writing.
That's
Oh
crazy,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gold Professor, you a trick.
Go Professor, man. Yo, shout out to Go Professor, man. Yo,
Man,
go check out his channel. He bring fire and everything, man. Yo, Go Professor, you a fool, man. You a fool.
Gold Professor, you dead wrong for that.
Yeah.
He dead wrong.
man.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but also, bro, yo, you crazy. But I want to bring this up too, brothers. We see lately that Mr. Softy, Mr. Big Maple Leaf Gangster Softy, the one to be eating dirty meat, you know what I'm talking about. He dressing like us, man. You
Scurry,
see that,
Scurry.
man?
His name rhyme with
Yeah,
Scurry. Yeah.
dirty, rotten furry. Yeah, he dressing like us now. You see that, man?
You talking about Scary Fairy?
Yeah.
What did Deontay Wilder, Tyson, what did he call him? Tyson No Fairy?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's looking like, man, that they might have this fight in July, man. I'm hearing I'm
yeah.
I'm, I'm hearing I'm hearing some rumbles that uh the trilogy going to be in July, man.
It's supposed to be, from
Mhm.
what I hear, it's supposed to be either a week or the week. either the week before or the week after the Earl Spence and Ugas.
That's
Mm.
From what
probably
I was
what Fox is waiting on to, when they release it, it's gonna be on there because it's a Fox
yeah,
pay-per-view. Yeah, that's probably what the holdup is for the scheduling.
yeah. Get ready to pack your bags, Black Star. You might be taking you a trip.
I'm gonna be in that motherfucker. I'm gonna come in like old dude did for the Riddick Bowe Vander Holyfield joint. I'm parasailing in that motherfucker.
Man, if you do that, hell no, you do that, you gonna be booted from future events.
I just won't land in the ring. That dummy went in the damn ring. If he land on the
Hmm.
outside, they probably would let him go. But this stupid fool landed right in there and stopped the fight.
And
Nobody and they want you to stop the fight.
you know what you should do? You know what you should do one day, underrated. I don't know how busy you are Thursdays, but we need to have throwback Thursdays, man, where we could talk about old fights. And then if we do, that could be one of the fights we can talk about the Riddick Bowe and Holyfield and talk about the situation with that dude landing in the ring. Because I still would like to know what the hell was he thinking.
Well, you know what to talk about. I'm glad you bring it up because I did talk with the brothers briefly a few months ago. That's what I want to do. I really do want to do, but at the same time, they gonna support it and stuff like that. And also, I want to talk about old fights too. Different. I'm thinking about let's step it up another notch, like we was doing, like with Clevs. You man, we did this like 2 days ago about we did dream matches of wrestling. Let's do
Oh,
dream. Let's do
man.
dream matches of boxing.
That dreams. And listen, if y'all missed it, if you missed it about with the wrestling, oh man, he made a underrated made me feel like a child again because I was able to talk about some of my favorite wrestlers and who I wanted to see fight. But I have a pretty good idea for boxing too. I got a pretty good one for boxing. So when we do that one, I'll definitely be ready for that one.
Right, exactly. And also in the near future, I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna wait to when it's up to the underrated box talk number 25. I'm gonna make this special announcement. An announcement is I'm gonna give y'all 2 weeks from 1 to 24, or maybe no 1 to 25. I want you to pick out one or two underrated boxing talks that you like, what you like about it, and everything, and we gonna talk about it. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dedicate probably 2 lives and talk about it. But I will let you know. And I'm going to handpick people to come on the panel. So I want y'all to watch out for that. But that's a good idea though, because I'm really thinking about yeah, we should talk about that too. Yeah, I could probably fit that in. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, give us. You know what? It gives us more to talk about because sometimes talking about the same thing with these guys, it's like it's like you saying Black Star saying Basement says the same thing. Until some of these guys start doing what they supposed to do, I'm gonna start keeping them out of my conversations, man. Because some of them they never seem to amaze us. Every time we turn around, it's the same thing. Nothing ever changes with them.
Yeah. Let me read what LaSawn Jefferson says. But honestly, boxing stars are rare and few now. We grew up when they could unify all three belts, knew whose champ was. Now all guessing. Yeah, got a point. Yeah.
You know, you remember that? Is Black Star still on?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
Yep.
see if Black Star was still on. I don't know, man. We need to go back to having tournaments, man. Remember when they had the what was it the what was it
Yeah.
the what was it the welterweight?
Get him in
Um,
guy.
I think it was the welterweight tournament they had. When it was Jaffe and I remember Jaffe and Trinidad. I remember when they fought. It was something like that. We need to take it back to that. We need to take it back to the old days, man.
Yeah.
We need to take it back for real,
And
man.
even
Because
and even we had Andre Ward play. He was in the tournament and everything.
Super Six.
Super Six. Well, you're right. We need to take it. That would clear up everything.
Because we have it has to be more. I don't know, man. They just gotta, like I said, who's ever running boxing, and like I said, not the promoters, damn the politics. I don't give a damn, but whoever running it, man, they gotta get it together, man. They gotta get it together. Make these goddamn guys fight, and if they not gonna fight, fine them, suspend them, do whatever you gotta do. Hell, I don't care. Suspend. I mean, y'all so quick to suspend somebody when you find out that they on drugs. You're quick to get rid of them. You're so quick to find them when they don't make weight. That's cool. But when they telling you that they want to fight when they want to fight and fight who they want to fight, man, you got to take some kind of action. These guys fighting one time a year. This is ridiculous. I came up in the era of boxing where guys fought almost 3 times a year.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, nice up. I ain't cut you off. Sister, nice up. We're not doing that now, but I want you to hold those dream matches that you mentioned, because we're not doing that now. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be in the near future, and I want you to be part of it too. But those are great ones. But I want you to save those because we're not doing that now.
Does she has Instagram?
I think she do. Do you have Instagram, Sister Nisa?
Maybe that we could do. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right though. See, you're right. Exactly.
Yeah, man. It's come on. Like I said, I remember seeing Roy Jones. Hell, sometimes fight 3 times in one year. I remember seeing Darryl Hoyer fight. I remember seeing Trinidad. I remember seeing a lot of them fight more than one time. It's just it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, and they fought mandatories. They fought champions. They helped unify belts. What we see right now, they don't want to do it.
Nah, they don't want to do it. I don't know what these fighters today got going on.
I don't know.
Hey, bro, did Black Star fall asleep on here?
I don't know. Hey, Black Star, are you still there? All right, they go one and only Brother Basement Boxing Talk. Introduce yourself, please, bro. You muted. You muted.
My bad.
Okay.
Basement Boxing Talk. What's good?
What's good with you?
What's good? Salute to all the brothers on the chat.
What's
good?
What's going on, basement?
What y'all talking about?
We talk about practically everything. We talk about Upper Roo. We talking about Furry, the dirty animal eater, wants to dress like he's black. We
dress like he's black.
He do, man. He wear the fake dirty animal chain on his neck. You know what I'm saying? And that he got from the wild bog. That's what he got from, man. I'm cooking this nigga. But yeah, man, we talk about we cooked on Upper Room, we cooked on Garcia, we cook a lot of stuff, Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, he went
gumbo going.
Furry World, he wore the $25,000 chain that farmer killed that wild boy at. That dirty chain he got. That's what he went. Yeah. I said. Oh, Black Star said he had to go. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He said he had to go.
Okay, well, it's all good. We're gonna cook for him.
Yeah, you'll cook. Yeah, so Brother Basement, what you want to cook? I know you want to cook.
It don't matter, whatever y'all talking about. I'm down with it.
Hey, Nisa says she has no IG.
Okay, got you. Yeah, no, I. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Well, so, well, let me put it out there, brother Basement. How I know you talk about this on your channel too. Again, sub to Basement Boxing Talk. He's on YouTube. He be having a show through YouTube and Clutch Sports every Saturday, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want you to go check the brother out. How do you feel that these fighters continually do not want to fight big fights?
I was just having a conversation about somebody earlier today, and I was saying that how boxing is being watered down, bro. Getting watered down. Then you got guys like, not to put nobody out there, but you got guys like Canelo or other guys who sit up here and say, "Well, you ain't fought nobody. How you gonna fight somebody if the best don't want to fight nobody?" They won't even give the younger guys no chance because they keep saying they ain't fought nobody, but they don't want to give them a fight.
Right.
Type of shit is
Right.
that? I mean, man, listen. I broke it down. Talking to some guys earlier, right? I said, man, listen to this, and this is true shit. Canelo got 60 fights, right? Out of 60 fights that he got in fighting, right? 50 of them we don't even know.
That's true. And all of them is in medical, right?
No, listen to this. Listen, I'm about to drop some gems real quick.
Okay, go ahead. Cool.
Canelo got 60 fights in, and 50 of them we don't know who the fuck they are. So let's say Canelo got 10 fights in, right? Out of 10 fights, he lost to Floyd Mayweather, right?
Yes.
He got a win. He got a controversial win. He got a draw against Triple G, and then a win against Triple G. He fought Danny Jacobs. He fought. He got a draw against Cotto. He beat Lar. He beat Cale Smith. He beat Billy Joe Saunders. He beat Kavokovic. Now, when you sit back and look at that, at the fighters we just named, right? Out of his best fights, he lost to Floyd. He got a win over Triple G. The rest of them, I mean, Lar. The fans thought he lost that fight.
Right, I'm getting ready to say that too. Right.
You feel me? Fans thought he lost that fight. So I'm just saying, if you really look at it, and then Canelo say, hold on, he don't fight Mexican fighters, but them 50 motherfuckers you fought before these other 10, they wasn't nothing but Mexicans. That's what we don't know.
Yeah.
So, man, miss me with all that bullshit when motherfuckers keep talking all this Canelo, Canelo, that. That motherfucker had 10 fights, and nigga, one of them is a loss to Floyd. One of them is a draw to Triple G. The rest of them was trash cans. Oh, and he got a controversy loss to Lara. And he got a draw to Cotto. So come on, man.
Okay.
So how live is Canelo for real?
Okay, XY. You want to get cooked?
It's the same guy. It's the same guy that gave up his belt when it was time to fight Charlo at 160. Moved up to 168. Now he want to be undisputed at 168. David Benavidez lose his belt on the scale. He called a WBC up, run, and make a fight with his sparring partner to win that belt. Why the fuck you won't fight David Benavidez? That was really his belt.
Right.
But then you say you don't fight other Mexicans. them 50 motherfuckers you fought was Mexican.
Okay, before you cook more, my brother Basement. XY. Let me explain how this works. Of these brothers right here. We kick facts on here. Now you said Canelo is a future Hall of Fame. He ain't did nothing yet. Why you say he's a Hall of Fame? He didn't say that he's going to retire yet. He didn't draw Cotto.
He ain't ever draw with Cotto.
He said he didn't.
He got 2 draws. Who was his draw to?
Right. Won't you put that down, please? Let me see. He said he had a better resume. Who had a better rate than Canelo? Right now,
out of 11 fights, come on, bro. The only motherfucker he fought was Floyd, and he lost. He fought Lara. That was motherfuckers thought he lost.
Mm-hmm.
He fought Triple G. It was a draw. Then he won. Colloquial, whatever the fuck his name is, the one that Andre Ward beat up on. He came and beat up on him 6 years later.
Right.
6 years after Andre Ward whooped his ass. Back to back. Man, these motherfuckers getting crazy with this boxing shit, man. They just motherfuckers. They ain't going with facts. They just going with what motherfuckers other people say.
Right.
Let's go off facts. Okay, yeah. He didn't sit up here and danced around a couple weight classes, but who the motherfuckers he fought ain't worth shit.
And brother Basement, can you answer this question for me, please? Did he drop a belt? Right.
He dropped the belt. Remember that's how him and Oscar got into it. He tried to say, "Oh, I didn't know." Motherfucker, Oscar told you. Man, look, we ain't gonna fight that Charlo boy. We gonna vacate that belt. We gonna go on and move up to 168.
Right.
We gonna go to move up to 168. Ain't nobody up at 168 for you. Ain't nobody up there but Carol Plant for real. We gonna move up to 168. We can escape Charlo. We can escape Demetrius Andre. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Then guess what? Then you can go. That'll be a whole nother division that you can get a belt in. So then you can just keep adding up divisions. So you can be 5, 6 division weight champion. Man, get the fuck out of here.
And go more Basement and the rest of the brothers to that we cannot leave out that 2 out of weight classes that C has won.
He went up to 170. You see, he went up to 175 to fight Kavogian that real quick, and then drop right back down. Oh no,
yep.
Let me get back down. Let me get back down to 168 where I can dance around and play. Charlo don't want to move up to 68. Charlo want to unify, so shit, let me go. Now he want to unify to 168. Get the fuck out of here.
And brother Basin, what other belt that Canelo had won that they are made for him to avoid fights? What's the name of that belt again?
Oh yeah, the WBC got that franchise belt.
Thank you, a franchise belt. 2 different weight classes that
The franchise belt allows him not to fight his mandatories.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So he can go and fight in different weight classes without fighting his mandatory. That's bullshit.
Right. And that's 2 different weight classes. And then the last person that he fought, Billy Joe, they made another belt, but Keysmore belt. Oh, that's for the fight. No, y'all made that belt for him. So the way I look at it, go to what Basement's saying, y'all make it so convenient for them. And XY, you got it all wrong. Because you into your feelings. See, over here, us brothers, and I want to repeat this. We don't talk receipts. We talk documents.
Exactly.
Canelo had the best resume in boxing other than Pacquiao?
Hell,
Yo, this is crazy.
I just broke down his
Wait a minute.
resume.
Hold on, gentlemen. I'm just coming back in. Say that again.
I will read it again
I
from
just broke
XY.
down his resume, bro.
Yeah. I read it again. So your brother XY said he's a C fan. He said Canelo has the best resume in boxing other than Pacquiao.
Hey, bro, listen. Because he got
What?
60 fights. XY. Name the 50 motherfuckers he fought. You can't. We don't know him.
Hey, Underrated. Where the hell do you be meeting these people?
Yeah, they just be coming. Yo, XY, do not deflect. Don't deflect now. Do not deflect.
He said, okay,
You
if he
said
doesn't, then who does? Man, XY, listen, go. You need some sleep. Get some rest.
XY. Tell me who the fuck is the 50 people that Canelo fought before the 11 that we just named?
great question.
Yeah, answer that. Let's see if you can answer that.
That's why a lot of people got Canelo. That's why a lot of people push for Canelo. Because y'all go-to guy. When Floyd did his pay-per-view fights to get the Mexican fan base, he always put Canelo on his undercard.
Okay. Now I could name one fighter XY that all right, Canelo had been out longer than he did. But he ended up not a championship fight is Earl Spence.
Sheesh.
Okay? Oh, the Charlos. Alright?
He gonna say, yeah, you can't tell me who has a better resume.
He said, who got a better resume than motherfucking Canelo?
I just named 3.
Oh my God.
Listen,
I just named 3. The Charlo boys and Earl Spence.
Canelo resume looks some because he got 60 fights, bro. Just name the 50 motherfuckers he fought in, man.
You know why I can say X what I explain? I could explain Earl Spence right there. Because Earl Spence has not ducked anybody. Canelo did. He dropped a belt. He dropped a championship belt to avoid Charlo.
man, but the man won't even. The man
He had
won't even
two
win.
franchise. He had 2 franchise belts. Plus, a Mestismo belt was made for him, just as based upon talk to avoid.
What about Charlo? What about Charlo and Spence, brother? Because they ain't ducking no Canelo, so you can XY, man. You can get out of here with that. Go to sleep, my man. This is what we talking about.
No, you no. He into his feelings. That's what it is. You into your feelings. See, you think you stating facts, but you don't know what you're talking about. So you rather be with you want to root with a fighter that has a history of cherry picking.
Listen to this. Pacquiao got a record like Canelo. But look at everybody who Pacquiao fought. Beckett fought everybody in every weight class. He fought everybody.
Right.
You idiots. I'm gonna say this the nicest way I can. You idiots be so thirsty to stick up for Canelo.
I already explained. You XY.
Y'all don't even see what he's
Sorry,
doing.
fellas. Sorry, fellas.
That's all right. Y'all don't even see what Canelo be doing. XY, you obviously don't know a damn thing about boxing, bro. So I don't even know why you even talking, bro. You just need to stop.
Because you think about it, you are trolling. I'm not in my feelings. You didn't explain how this race. I already explained it. You just do not want to hear the truth.
Exactly.
You don't want to hear it.
XY, answer this. Why won't he fight a Mexican? Why won't he fight a black fighter? Answer that. Since you feel like asking questions, answer that, Mr. Know-It-All.
That's what I'm saying. No, you know what, XY? See, you want to be a smart ass, but all you do, you are deflecting.
Hey, somebody throw him out the chat. I'm sick of seeing him. Throw him out. Straight up. He's a clown. Put him out.
Well, goodbye.
Yeah, somebody throw him out. We don't talk to idiots. Get rid of him. Jesus Christ. I thought it was just a Bar Justice League, but it's also a Canelo League.
Oh, that's been a Canelo League.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
I'm not. They're not gonna bring you up because you're gonna get destroyed on here. No, I'm not.
Yeah, we're gonna bash you. You come on here, we're gonna destroy you. Nah, brother.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. No. You good.
You
We
good,
good.
man.
We ain't call you an idiot. That's what you did. That's what you call yourself. We just saying what you saying is wrong. You want to be. I say it again. You want to root with a fighter that had a history of cherry picking, that dropped a belt to avoid another champion that he could have had a chance to unify the weight class. These are documents and these are facts.
And has cheated before. So what
And
you
has
talking?
cheated. Right. We forgot to bring that up. Right. Excellent point, Brother McClain.
He cheated though, but y'all don't see nothing wrong in that, right?
You know what, you know what, XY, you deflected. You know you a piece of work. We not gonna entertain that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We don't talk to idiots. Get rid of him. We don't have time for that because you'll be wasting your energy and he don't know a damn thing.
That's it, man. That's nothing to do with his resume. You didn't support your claim with resume. We explained it to you. I explained it. Brother Basement explained it. Brother McClain explained it. What else you want? You don't want to hear it because you into your feelings.
They ain't gonna say he's not in my. I'm not in my feelings. You didn't explain it. We did explain it. You're not listening because as a Canelo fan, you want to hear what you want to hear.
Right.
Man, miss me with the bullshit. Get out of here. Bye, XY. Go put some more letters in front of
No,
your.
no, Professor. No, we're not inviting him up there. No. We already explained what it is, and you know not. And then at the same time, he been very disrespectful. Oh no, you're not. No.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Basement, what you up to, man? Uh-oh. He must be on mute when something happened. But it's all right. We can cook. He'll be back on. See, this is what I'm talking about. We just see he came into the chat late, so he didn't hear what we was talking about. We were just giving a whole bunch of. This is why you shouldn't jump on somebody's platform just talking if you didn't hear the beginning of the conversation. At least get on to hear what somebody's talking about. These cats get on here as soon as they hear you say something about their favorite fighter, they ready to chew your head off. Come on, man. But like Ricky said, this is y'all king. That's y'all king. I'm not gonna sit here and call that man no pound for pound. That man sitting here talking about he won't even fight his own kind. He won't even fight a Mexican. He won't fight a black fighter. But that's y'all king. Man, get out of here. XY, he must be a Chicano talking like that. He gotta be.
Oh, you never know.
Gold Professor said no, let him come on so y'all can go in on him. Nah, man, it ain't even worth it, Gold Professor. It really ain't worth it.
It's real easy now, Garrett. It's real easy to spout BS when you don't know facts. I am not a Canelo fan. If you're going to give it for opinion, be informed next time. Oh, really? So you think you'll come here and disrespect the #1 grinder?
I tell you what, you can get your punk ass off too. How about that?
Don't worry about it. I got it.
Get his punk ass out of here too. You can get your punk ass out of here.
This is the one thing, dude. See, on here.
He said He said, wait a minute. He said the dude in the corner learned boxing 3 years ago. He referring to you, Underrated?
I guess so.
Man,
That's why your ass out.
Man, get your punk ass out of here. I bet
See,
you can't even box, punk. Shut up.
See, this is us brothers we call. See, this is why sometimes we don't have people to come on these panels because they into their feelings. They do not want to have an intelligent conversation because they do not want to hear facts. And everything that we saying is this is public record.
Yeah, man, you can get his punk ass out of here. The hell wrong with him? I don't know what the hell wrong with everybody today. They tripping. Come in here like he telling somebody off. Man, you don't get the hell out of here.
Let me read this. Lasanji said, never have a point. That means to make panel think not talking crazy no more. This is my chat room job. Hell no. But okay, LaShawn, I got you. But see see. Let me see. Okay.
Oh, he came back up again?
He said, you punk ass who learn about boxing through Jake Paul. Read a book before you talk about boxing with me. Oh, you a troll, huh? You don't even know clear resume. Your homeboy was trying to say he draw with Cotto. You a lame. Oh, get out of here. Oh, wow. No, that's all right. Oh, you could do better than that, right?
All right, I handled it. Don't worry, I got him up out of here.
Okay.
You
get out of here. Oh, that's supposed to hurt our feelings. Oh.
Yeah, punk ass bitch. Fuck out of here. He a troll. We don't do trolls over here. They be the same people in person. They can't say nothing to your face. Suckers. Now, anybody else got anything smart they want to say on here? Because we can do this all day. Okay, then we can continue the show without any more interference. So, what else we got coming up on the way? These dudes is a trip.
Yo, that's what they like to do. They don't want to respect, and that's what they feel. They don't want to do their own investigation. That's what they do. They are trolls. They do not have a life. So other than that, you're not taking over this.
When you want your own panel or when you want your own podcast, you got to come up with your own. You can't come on somebody else going to disrespect them. Especially not up here. I don't know what happened because I went to the bathroom. When I came back in,
he was into his feelings because Brother Basement was dropping documents about Canelo. That is true.
Yeah, but you don't come over here disrespect. Like I don't even care. Like when you disrespect all of us, you disrespecting all of us.
Well, I'm saying right. You can be disagreeable. We can have a mature conversation, but it's disrespectful. Nah, that's not happening.
I'm the type of dude. I'm not gonna hide my face in the panel. I'll do just like this and put my face on the camera just so you can see what I look like. We ain't gonna do that. When you disrespect one brother, you disrespecting all of us. We ain't about to do that. I'm on that type of timing. I like this boxing. So at the end of the day, some of y'all like just talking about boxing. I actually like putting hands on people. Cut that out. We ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna disrespect none of my brothers that come up here. If you don't like what we saying, don't come on here and look at it. But you ain't
just
gonna
leave. Just leave. Just leave.
Just leave.
And again, let me re-emphasize again. This is public information. Past and present. Go check it out.
He's coming back on here again. Need to stick to hockey. Didn't we just tell your goofy ass to get off here, dude? And you still coming on here with the bullshit? You just trolling. You ain't got nothing else better to do, right?
Battle. Your homeboy just not informed about boxing. He needs to stick to hockey. What? Oh, I know what he talking about. No. I think he talking about LaShawn, but that's disrespectful though. You can't disrespect nobody in my piece like that, man. I mean, what you doing, man? You're not gonna disrespect anybody. You ain't gonna disrespect anybody, man. You ain't no, LaShawn D family. You ain't gonna do that. Nah. Yeah. Basement. Are you there?
I don't think he is. He might have.
Okay.
He might have paused, but that's
Yo.
all right. There you go.
Yeah, all right, brother Basement, make your last remarks, please. Then you stay right there, Clarence. Make your last remarks, stay there, and I'm gonna make my last one. We're gonna close this stuff.
Okay, I just want to thank everybody. Thank y'all guys for having me on the panel. Black Star, good brother Underrated, good brother Clarence McClain. It's your boy Basement Boxing Talk. Subscribe to the channel on all social media. Appreciate you, brother, for letting me know. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat support. Hey, support my good brother Underrated, Clarence McClain, the Black Star Sports TV. It's your boy Basement.
Okay, thank you very much. Stay right there. Okay, Clarence, last remarks, please stay right there. And after that, I'm gonna close out. That's it.
Salute to the chat. Salute to the panel. Please support my brother Underrated One, the #1 grinder, Black Star Sports TV, Basement Boxing Talk. My other brother Ricky Williams, man. Support, like, and share, and please remember to continue to hit that Cash App, and please, y'all stop coming on here hating, man. We come up here to talk about one of the favorite sports that we love in the world, and y'all come here with the disrespect. All that is not necessary, man. I'm gonna say like it's the only time I'm gonna copy what somebody say. If you're gonna hate, donate. When they hate, we donate. That's how it go, man. Y'all stop coming on here with that.
Okay, mute your mic. I don't mind having mature conversation and be to disagree, and you brought your points out. We brought our points out. But when it comes to disrespect, I'm not gonna tolerate it. Not gonna tolerate it. Not. You come in with your feelings, you come with your trolls and stuff, and then you want to disrespect. And you is the fool. You is the fool. And on this channel, it's not gonna be tolerated. You're not gonna disrespect. I tell you, I said it again. Respect me, respect my child, respect me, respect the people on the panel, even respect the people in the chat. But at the same time, you still got some people that still don't want to respect. So that's why I cut your head off. TS Boxing, what's good, family? You got to catch it on the rewind and all like that. Yeah, LaShawn Jefferson, trans boxes only apply to female sports. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for coming. You got to catch it on the rewind. On behalf of my channel, the Underrated Doctors, yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets. Thank you. Okay, let's see. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. Thank you. This is the end of the Underrated Boxing Talk, number 23. 24, never know. Might go later on. I don't know. But I just want to thank y'all so much. And please travel safe out there. Safe to your destination or house. Or home, The climate is crazy out there, so let's travel in groups and be safe. And until next time, good evening. This one is Ghost.